Good morning. This is Mama Zizi. This is Zizi. This is who I am. Speaking to you about how I got detracted from my spirituality path by my ego, the ever alive and derailing ego. I was following a very good path, and that's the Sufi path where my connections with God were really high. And I used to speak and listen to my inner voice, inner guide, inner God, all the time, asking for direction, living in the now, complete dependence, complete trust in my God. However, I guess operating from either not enough or I want to prove I'm more than enough or something. I took a couple of courses about, starting your own business, making more money, because let's face it, I'm on pension and pensions are very, very meager. And I didn't want to be dependent on my sons or anybody else for assistance financially, especially that I do have a lot of medical needs. So what happened is that I got, in the last few months, got really sort of interested, especially through conversations on one-on-one with people who were marketing those courses. And I felt, why not? They seem to equate one's worth with how much you are charging. It didn't sit very well with me because I always had this feeling that I have had a career, I've had a life, I've had children, I have grandchildren, and at this age I should be doing more, giving back for love alone and not with money. Then a few of those coaches, well-meaning and well-intentioned and excellent coaches, convinced me that I have to monetize my books, monetize my activities, monetize my consultations, my coaching. Everything has to be monetized. And I understand, because some people don't feel committed if they don't pay for the service. And at the same time, I had a very hard time dealing with that. I didn't want to do it that way. I didn't want to monetize my own things. I felt these were God-given to me at the moment, and I should be sharing it freely with others. It took me a while, but I just got engulfed in that whole thing, working on the course, getting excited, thinking, oh, I'll be making millions and I won't have to depend on other people. All that rubbish. I was much happier before I got engulfed in the last few months. And in a way, I think I lost track of my purpose of wanting to be spreading spirituality and peace and love and joy throughout, to all my friends, to my family, and everyone I meet. So I continued in this path until suddenly, when I came back to Egypt for a holiday, everything seems to not work. I got a very bad intestinal infection. I found that the internet is not working. No matter what you do, everything is just blocking. My cell phone's not working properly. And then I was very frustrated and quite angry. Then finally, I got back to my senses and I said, what is happening here? What am I to learn? What's the message for all that's happening? Nothing happens without a purpose. There is a purpose for everything. And then I realized, I felt it was God, the universe, everything was saying, go back to your real purpose. Go back to your heart's desire. Go back to your spirituality and forget about all the imposed ideas of the world, the financial, whatever. You've always been taken care of and you are happy. Go back to that. It's not a defeat. I found peace. I found my lost love because I haven't been really spending too much time meditating in the last few months when I was busy trying to learn marketing, trying to do this, and I spent a lot of money I could have used instead of wasting it in something that wasn't part of my purpose and my passion. But I have to admit, like it's good to realize that you made a mistake and that you went against and you followed your, many-lived serpent, which is my ego, which is good sometimes, but it didn't work. I abdicated a lot of stuff that I felt was important. I gave up a lot of money that I had paid for things that I felt were superfluous, self-aggrandizing, whatever. And I stuck to my real purpose, which is helping others, sharing love, sharing joy, sharing ideas without expectations of monetization or getting money in return and so on. It doesn't mean that I wouldn't appreciate financial gains, yes, but not at the expense of changing my entire passion and life purpose to start seeking people to get money or do this. And I found there was a lot of resistance in people who thought and misquoted or misunderstood my interest in helping, thinking I was after, money, whatever. And maybe I was. I have no idea. Like, I wasn't myself in the last couple of months in the pursuit of financial or whatever. So what I'm saying is now, with no communications practically, very little, and it takes hours to do something on the internet when it is available, at the moment it's available, I'm unable to be on Facebook, unable to be on Instagram or all the other social media. It's not that timely. I'm unable to comment on a lot of my friends' things because I don't have the access. And so now I'm just living moment by moment in the now, not thinking of what I've done wrong before. I forgive myself totally for that. And I love myself for being able to stand back, observe, and see what's going on, and seek a purpose. Seek what is it that is the message when things don't go well. I believe sometimes it's not a conscious intention, but I think my body was reacting, saying enough is enough, rest, take your time, and forget about all the hullabaloo about what you have to do on Facebook, Messenger, and so on. So here I am, confessing I have erred. As I have said before, spirituality is like anything else. You sort of fall off the wagon and get busy with the world in some situations, and then go back again and regain and reposition and prioritize your life. It has happened to me many times. It has happened to me in moments of trust in God, and then lack of trust, and then trust again. But God is so compassionate and so merciful that He is there. It's we that veil ourselves from Him and from the power that is within the spirit or the soul He breathed into us. Like He breathed in His soul into every one of us. His spirit is in every one of us. We're all one. We're all part of that one great power of the universe. And if we are humble enough and trusting enough to say, okay, I will do my best, and then it's up to you, God, to do the rest. To let go and let Him lead our way. So all I have to say now is I'm back, and God has started accepting, or I think it's not really true. I think I started listening to the voice within. I started meditating and contemplating and reflecting on what it is I need to know and I need to do. And I'm back to my spiritual path. And I hope that I can give joy, love, affection, peace to as many people as I can as long as I live, which is not going to be more than, certainly not more than I had already lived. And I have already a legacy. I have wonderful children and grandchildren and a very good career behind me and accomplishments that I can be proud of. So there's nothing to prove anymore. Why is it that I allow my ego? It is beyond me. But that ego is very strong. Beware of it. Beware of it taking you off your track and off your passion and off your purpose. I love you. I love you. I love you. And keep me sane. Keep me sane so I can not go away with those ideals of gain, wealth, Thank you very much for listening to me. And I'm hoping that I can fulfill my purpose in a better way. Thank you. I'm having difficulty signing off. It's technology, which I'm glad I'm sort of out of it for now, a little bit. If I can sign off. Have a wonderful day. Sorry it took so long. Have a wonderful day. Love you. Zizi signing off.